No matter how badly things have gone, you can always turn absolutely any situation around and manifest a completely different reality using the law of attraction. Keep watching to find out how. What's up, superheroes? Welcome back to my channel, the place where we make the impossible possible. I'm Scarlet Grace from UnseenSeraph.com. I'm a manifestation coach, and today's video is about how to turn absolutely any situation around. If you're new here and you want to learn how to manifest any desire fast with the law of attraction and Neville Goddard's teachings, then start now by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you won't miss any video that could change your life. And if you need some extra help or my personal advice for your situation, coaching is available. I also have a 21-day course on how to manifest your specific person. So if that's what you're looking for, then click the link in the description to check it out. So, how to turn around any situation using everyone is you pushed out? A very common question that I get from many people who watch my videos, from my coaching clients, from my friends and relatives who try to practice manifesting is, if I'm in a really bad situation, can I truly turn it around, or is there a limit where you cannot turn things around anymore? Can things get so bad that I cannot manifest what I want anymore? Can I mess up so badly that my desire is not possible to manifest? For example, many of my coaching clients who want an ex back use the techniques to manifest the person back, and in some cases they stay together and everything is great, but in other cases things go badly. So they get back together, but they get into an argument pretty fast and they break up again, and they feel that things are worse than they were before they manifested the person back. So they want to know, do they still have a chance of manifesting this person back yet again? Is it possible, or is there a limit where you can mess up way too badly, or things can go so badly that manifesting will not work for you? And the answer to that is no, there is no such limit. Because this is your reality, and in your reality, you are God. You can manifest absolutely anything and anyone you want in your reality. And circumstances do not matter at all. It doesn't matter how bad things look right now. You can manifest your desire regardless. So, let me explain exactly what you need to do to turn any situation around and manifest your desire step by step. If you want to turn any situation around, the first thing that you need to do is remember that you are God of your reality. You are God. There is nothing that cannot manifest in your reality if you decide that you want to manifest that thing. You are in control, nothing else. Only you. Circumstances are irrelevant to you because you are God. You can manifest absolutely anything you desire. Now, you probably already know this, but you need to actually feel it. Repeat to yourself, I am God of my reality. I call the shots here. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter to God because God is all-powerful and I am God. I am in control. Say that to yourself and feel that you are God of your reality until you relax. Because unless you center yourself as God of your reality, resistance is going to come up. Because as a human, you feel that you do not control every situation. You cannot control every outcome. But as God, you have limitless powers. So feel the reality that you are God. That the whole of reality is like a dream that you're dreaming, and you've just forgotten that it is a dream. Neville Goddard says that reality is the same as dreams. Just like in dreams, you feel that you are you, and there is an external reality outside of you, the monster chasing you, the person arguing with you. This is a dream, and you feel that all those characters, while you're inside the dream, are outside of you. But when you wake up, you realize that this whole thing, this whole dream, was created by yourself. So all those characters that felt like external people, not like yourself, all those people were you, because it was your mind who created the whole experience of the dream. But they felt real, and they felt like something outside of yourself. But they weren't. Reality works the same way, Neville says. This whole reality operates like a dream. So you feel that you are a separate being than other people, but all those people are just you pushed out. Same as the dream characters. You just feel the illusion that you're a separate being from all those other people. But the truth is that it's all your dream because you are God, and it is you that controls this whole dream that we call waking reality. So remind yourself that you are God. And once you remind yourself that you're God, you put yourself back in control. The second step to turning any situation around is to change the meaning that you have attached to what has happened up until now, to the situation as it is now. In your reality, absolutely nothing has any meaning whatsoever. Things by themselves do not have any meaning. The only meaning things and situations have is the meaning that you decide to give to those things. So there is no objective reality, there is only the reality of what you decided something means. And this is where many people get stuck. This is the place where people come from when they ask me, did I mess up too badly and I cannot manifest my desire anymore? Did I mess it all up? Is it hopeless? Have I reached that point where I cannot manifest my desire anymore because I just messed up too badly? Those questions come from a place of attaching negative meaning to things and situations and conversations and feelings and all those things, and deciding that this is not something that is under your control, that this is objective reality and that you have no power over those things. And this is not true, because nothing in your reality has any meaning. Nothing. It all has the meaning that you give it. So, what you need to do is take all those things that happened and check the meaning that you attach to those things and decide that if you don't like that meaning, you're going to give that situation or that thing a completely different meaning. For example, I have coaching clients who have been in many relationships where the person left them. So they have a pattern of being abandoned by their loved ones. And they tell me, it's not that I manifest this, it's that it keeps happening, so of course I'm afraid it's going to happen because it keeps happening. But the truth is that it works the other way around. Because they're so afraid that someone is going to abandon them, they keep manifesting the same problem over and over and over again. The trick here is the meaning they assign to the event. If you're in a situation where the same thing keeps happening, if you're in a situation where you are afraid of something happening, and every time you feel afraid of that thing manifests, and this looks to you like validation of your fears, this is the point to remind yourself that this event has only the meaning that you give to it. So this event is not validation of your fear. If, for example, you were afraid that someone is going to cheat on you, and they did, this is not confirmation that you are right to feel scared that this person is going to cheat on you. This just proves how powerful your mind is, how you manifest anything that you focus your mind on. You're focused on feeling fear and of thinking of scenarios where the person is going to cheat on you, for example, and that's why it manifested. That's all it means. It doesn't have any other meaning. It doesn't mean that you are right to suspect that the person is unreliable. It doesn't mean that everybody abandons you. It doesn't mean that there's something inherently wrong with you and that's why people cheat on you or walk away. It doesn't mean any of that. Those are just meanings that you attach to that event. You attach those meanings to such an event in the past, and you keep recreating the same thing, and you keep being afraid of the same thing, and that's why you recreate it. Because if you focus your thoughts and your emotions, whether positive or negative, on a specific thing, eventually it is going to show up in your physical reality. So, the event showing up doesn't mean that you were right that you cannot manifest your desire, that you were right when you were afraid that this person is going to abandon you, that you were right to expect this person to cheat on you, that you were right about all the horrible things that you were afraid were going to happen. It doesn't mean that. It just means that your mind is really powerful and you spend a lot of time worrying and you spend a lot of time feeling frightened that all those nasty things will happen until you manifested them. The only thing it means is how powerful your mind is, how powerful your imagination is. That's all it means. And guess what? If you could manifest all those bad things using worrying and imagination and running through all the worst case scenarios in your mind, you can do exactly the same thing for the things you want. So if you were looking for proof that you actually manifest your reality, here's the proof. Whenever you're afraid of something for a long time, you manifest it. That's proof that manifesting works. Now it's time to use it to actually manifest the good things instead of obsessing over all the negative things that you don't want to manifest. All right? Which brings us to the third step to turn any situation around. All those things that happened that you use as proof that you're not going to get your desire, that you messed up too badly, that things are set up against you, all those things are things that you manifested. So once you realize that, look at those things and the meanings that you attach to them and ask yourself, why did I manifest this? What was the belief or the feeling or the opinion that I held within myself that manifested this situation? For example, if you keep manifesting situations where you feel that you're not good enough, maybe deep down you feel that you're not good enough. If you manifest situations where people don't treat you as important and they don't respect you, do you hold the belief that you don't deserve to be treated better than that people will not respect you because you don't deserve it? What is the belief that you have about yourself and your life and your reality that keeps creating situations like that? What are the beliefs you have about the other person if this manifestation has to do with another person that created that situation? For example, let's say that you wanted a promotion and you got passed over for the promotion and someone else got it. What is the belief that you have about yourself that led to you not getting the promotion? Do you honestly 100% feel that you deserve that promotion? Or maybe you feel that you absolutely deserve that promotion, but you have a belief that says, even if I'm the best, I'm usually passed over and they choose someone else. So that's the belief that manifested the problem. Maybe you have a bad opinion, a bad belief about your boss. For example, maybe you believe that your boss is not fair. Maybe you believe that the boss favors someone else instead of you, even if you're better at your job than that other person. All those things contribute to creating the reality around you. So just objectively, without feeling the need to blame yourself for having those beliefs, look at them and gather all those beliefs on a piece of paper. And when you've done so, take each one of those beliefs and ask yourself, how would I like reality to work from now on when it comes to this part of my life? For example, let's say that you have the belief that your boss is not fair towards you and that's why you got passed over for the promotion. This is probably not how you want your reality to work. So how would you like it to work? Maybe you want it to work based on the belief that I'm always the best and people see that I'm the best and reward me for it. Or maybe this has to do with a romantic relationship and you feel that everybody abandons you. And this is not how you want your reality to work from now on. You want to change that. So what is the new rule? What is the new belief? What is the new statement about how you want your reality to work? Maybe it is people value and appreciate me and always have my back and stay with me through thick and thin. That's one version. You decide what rule applies to your reality from now on. What rule applies to what manifests in your reality from now on. Just come up with something that makes you happy. What is it that you want to see in your reality? Turn it into a new statement and ditch the old belief, ditch the old interpretation, and stick with a new interpretation. So once you have all your new beliefs, all your new affirmations on a piece of paper, read those affirmations to yourself 3 times a day for 5 to 10 minutes every day. And watch your thoughts during the day. So when the old thoughts pop up, when the old interpretation pops up, you stop it and you tell yourself, no, this is not how things work from now on. Because now things follow this. And you repeat your affirmation to yourself. And when something happens that you would usually use it to confirm that the old belief, the bad belief, the belief that manifests things that you don't want in your reality is true, is objective reality and not something you came up with, that is an opportunity to practice your new beliefs. For example, let's say that one of the problems is that you got back together with a specific person, but now they're ghosting you all of a sudden. They're ignoring your calls. And normally you would see this and tell yourself, see, that is proof that I'm not important to him or her. That is proof that they didn't truly want to get back together with me. And that is proof that they're going to ditch me again and choose someone else. And maybe they're seeing their ex and blah, 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 blah. That is not proof of any of that. Those are the meanings that you used to give to that situation. So now you have a choice. Now you've already sat down and decided that all those meanings are not what you want to have in your reality. And you have come up with the meanings that you want to have in your reality. So when that happens, when the person is not picking up the phone when you're calling, You don't tell yourself, you don't allow yourself to go down this rabbit hole of all those nasty thoughts about how this proves that they don't actually love you and they're going to break up with you and all those things. You catch yourself starting to think that, and you tell yourself, oh no, this was what used to happen in the past because now I changed the rules. This just manifested because it is the result of my thoughts before I changed the rules. So it doesn't really matter, it doesn't mean anything. And then you move on to something that is positive. For example, oh, he's probably in the bathroom, he's gonna call me in an hour or so. And you move on with your life. You do not allow this event to get all those negative interpretations and manifest more bad things, more unwanted things in your reality. Which is what happens if something like that happens. If, for example, someone is not picking up the phone and you start thinking all those negative things and you go down that rabbit hole of bad thoughts, of unwanted things that you don't want to see in your reality. No, you just stop that before it gets to that point and you focus on what you want this event to mean from now on. And if you have changed your beliefs to be that you get all the respect and the attention you deserve, it doesn't have to be important even for you to dwell on it. Someone not picking up the phone doesn't have to mean absolutely anything important. They just had to go to the bathroom, that's all. Doesn't matter, you move on. Just like you would if you truly were convinced that this is how your reality works, that nobody ever ghosts you, that nobody ever ignores you. Another example, let's say that this is about that promotion that you didn't get. So you're at work and your boss says something that you feel is unfair towards you. Instead of thinking, yeah, of course he said that because he's so unfair towards me and he likes John better than me and that's why John got the promotion, even though I work much harder than John and I don't even know why I'm still here at this office and I don't find another job because this sucks and it's terrible. And before you get into all those things, when the boss says something that sounds unfair, you tell yourself, you know what, that doesn't mean anything because that manifested based on my old rules about what manifests in my reality. I just changed the rules recently and reality didn't have time to catch up. That's all right because now the new rules that I made, they say that my boss is a very fair person and they also say that he really likes me. He likes me at least as much as he likes John and he has a better promotion for me. And that's all. You think of that instead of thinking of all the reasons why, oh my God, I tried to manifest something different, but this is a situation that I cannot change because see, I changed the rules last week and he still is being unfair to me. This is so horrible. I'm sick of that. Instead of going into this, just remind yourself, you know, I changed the rules. It doesn't have to manifest like that anymore. Nothing to see here. Moving on because this is just the result of the old rules. That's all it is. It doesn't have to mean anything more than that. And if you keep doing those things every single day, then you will see reality changing and you will be able to turn the situation around pretty fast. Especially the part where when something happens, you remember to change the narrative in your head, to change the interpretation of the event in your head instead of getting drawn into all the negative thoughts. This can turn situations around on the spot while they're happening. Something I've experienced many times, and many of my friends and my coaching clients have reported to me that they have experienced this and it was so cool and awesome, is when you manage to not get drawn into the negative thoughts while something is happening, it can change on the spot, in front of your very eyes. For example, you're having a conversation with someone and they say something that is not the first time this person said that thing. This used to be a negative belief that you had and you kept manifesting it. But this time you remember that you don't have to react to that because you changed the rules. So you don't allow yourself to be drawn emotionally into the bad interpretation of why is he saying that again? Why is she saying that again? And in your mind, you tell yourself, oh, that's the remnant of the old beliefs because now this is the case. And the moment you start thinking that, the person says, actually, I don't know why I said that. I don't actually believe it. Or something like that. Or, oh, I was joking. That's so stupid. Who would do that? I would never do that, for example. I would never believe that thing about you. Or something like that. And it has happened to me many, many times. And the first thing something like that happens, you will be shocked because that's reality changing in front of your very eyes because you change your thoughts. But you actually have to remember to do it. And you have to remember to do it when you're on your own without the personal situation being there triggering you. Because if you can do it at home, when you're alone, when you're just thinking about the situation, when you can manage to not get drawn into the negative mental diet that created the problem when you're alone, your chances of managing to do this instead of reacting emotionally and in a bad way when the person or the situation is right in front of you, where you're in the middle of that situation that used to be bad, are much higher. If you practice at home, if you practice when you're not with that person, when you're not inside the situation, then when you are inside the situation where you are with that person, then you will be able to do that automatically because you will have practiced that. So that's exactly what you need to do to turn any situation around. And if you like this video, then smash that like button and subscribe and hit the bell icon, because I put out new videos every Sunday to help you manifest an amazing life.